everyone, welcome to Naynays Prepping Kitchen. I am so excited to say I made it to 500 subs, and I am thanking you all that subscribed from the very bottom of my heart. I've made it halfway to my mile marker, but this right here is really going to help. And so I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you for watching my videos, for subscribing, for giving me likes, for giving me comments. You're all just so great out there. So I'm going to set this out here, and hopefully you can still see it. Anyway, today I'm going to give you 40 things to build your car emergency kit. I mean, it is no different to make a prepper bag, for your vehicle, because if anything was to happen, okay, I'm going to use 95 in Virginia. We've got vehicles, we have semi-trucks, all stranded for some of them up to 24 hours. Okay, I wouldn't have wanted to be in that mess, especially if I didn't have what I needed. I heard of one lady that took clothes out of her bag to keep her children warm. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I would not wanted to been in that circumstance at all. And myself, okay, I have had to learn the hard way how important it is to keep your vehicle with what you need, okay? Gosh, I don't even know if I want to tell you the story. Okay, I will. Anyway, it's just got the top of my head there. When I was first married, many, many, many moons ago, I'm coming up on my 45th anniversary. I was a very young bride. But anyway, we thought it would be a good idea to take off and go across country, go from Idaho to Michigan. And we didn't have very much money to go on, but then we had a flat tire. There went some money because we didn't have a spare, and we had to, I think we ended up hitchhiking to find a spare tire. And then we got to, I think it was Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Way up there in the mountains, okay, the only thing that was there was a little service station, convenience store thing, okay? And we got up there and the coil in our vehicle went out, okay? We could tell, that it wasn't running right, so we pulled off of the interstate up to Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Well, it ended up that we were there 3 days. It was like 50 miles either direction, to get a coil. We were running out of money. We were running out of food. We had ice inside of the vehicle. Thank God I had blankets and, excuse me, had a little bit of food in the vehicle, but not much. We were running low. And it was just a very terrible experience. And my husband got the vehicle started, and we headed down the road again, and it stalled out again. And so we started hitchhiking. We had a little Chihuahua dog with us, wrapped up in a blanket, and a trucker pulled over and picked us up. He thought I had a baby. Actually, it was just our little Chihuahua dog wrapped up in a blanket. But he gave us a lift to Sinclair, Wyoming, where he knew someone with a garage, and they helped us out. The judge in the town helped us out. I mean, like you say, we were young and dumb, and we learned our lesson. But, that's why it's kind of personal for me to make sure you guys out there have what you need in your vehicle. Now in our semi-truck, I always made sure we had plenty of what we needed in there. I mean, I had my own little pantry. I had canned foods in there, Of course, I had my, I could warm up stuff with, I had microwave, and I had my little 12-volt lunchbox oven, So I knew as long as I had food, I was all right. And we've broke down on the highway there in Virginia before in a semi-truck. And we were there for way over 24 hours too, but we had what we needed in the truck. So it wasn't a matter of, staying cold. We had a bed, we had blankets, we had everything we needed food-wise, and luckily it wasn't in the middle of winter, but it was bad enough, and we had to wait for help to come rescue us and all that happy stuff. But, staying prepared in your vehicle is almost, it can be as important as staying prepared in your home. So, I thought, I just felt, that I should maybe put this out here. And I found a build your own car emergency kit online, bugoutbagacademy.com. And actually, you can go and print out a sheet and build your own bug out. But I'm going to go along and name off these 40 items, and I'll try to get through it quickly so I'm not boring you half to death, but also in my Amazon link, I have actually added quite a few of these to my wish list. If you want to go over and check them out, feel free to use my Amazon link if you'd like, and if you order anything off of it, it will help my channel out. So, and I also have Ibotta and Cash App down there too. They're all free to use. And so, anyway, I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm waiting on my new ones to come, and these aren't the best, but they're all I have right now since my brand new ones got ruined. They got ran over, and so, anyway, I'm going to slip them on, and we're going to go over some things that you can build your own emergency kit for your vehicle. So, okay, without further ado, I'm going to get started here. And some of the things I will put pictures of. So recommended supplies are going to be a durable canvas bag to store your supplies in. I had to raise one of my props just dropped. Anyway, so the durable canvas bag. And then we have a no-spill gas can. 2 to 5 gallon would be great. Number 3, jumper cables. How many of us have ever had a dead battery with no jumper cables? And then you have to depend on finding someone else with jumper cables. It's so much better to have your own, guys, believe me. And roadside flares. We have used those many a times. And in fact, in a semi-truck, you have to have those. But they're also great to have in your own car or pickup, whatever you're driving. Next thing is flat tire inflation canister, non-explosive, and along with that, maybe some spare tire, a spare tire and a jack. Don't be like us that had to go hitchhiking for a spare tire. And first aid supply kit. Okay, I cannot emphasize that enough. Make sure you have a first aid supply kit. Whether you buy one or make your own, it don't matter. Just get it in your vehicle. Bottled water, several gallons if possible. Because, those people out there on 95 in Virginia, if they didn't have water, wow, yeah, something to drink. And water is your number one go-to thing. Another thing, energy bars or granola. Make your own or buy them, either one. Something to have that you can put in your stomach. Next, a small toolkit, like something with screwdrivers, pliers, or vice grips in it. an adjustable wrench, tire pressure gauge, etc. Okay, next thing, a flashlight. Okay, you want to make sure you have a flashlight. This is the one that we had in our semi, and it got a lot of use. It gets bright when someone took the batteries out. So I better get some more batteries in there. I did not know that someone took the batteries out of it. So it probably went in one of the kids' toys after Christmas. But anyway, a battery with about a flashlight with batteries. Okay. And it's even greater if you have one that don't take batteries. Okay, I have one here that you wind it up, and it actually has the weather radio. You know, just crank it up, and you don't have to worry about batteries. So that's my go-to there for at home or in the vehicle. And so next, a small collapsible shovel. You know, if you get stuck or something, a shovel may help you out quite a bit. It has us in the past. Believe me, we have been stranded a few times in our life. And so, you know, live and learn, live and learn. So, next thing, a vehicle escape tool. You know, those are handy if you end up going in the water. You want to be able to break that glass and get out. Something else would be, this is always a road map. Okay, road maps will let you know where you're at and how to get there. And if you're stranded, you know, maybe you can look at that road map and let someone know where you're at. Okay, and another thing, you know, look at your signs. Look at your surroundings around you. See what is around you. Road signs, markers, you know, all that are real helpful too if you're calling for help. Another one is blankets. Okay, make sure you have blankets in your vehicle so you don't have to use clothes out of your bags to keep warm. That poor woman with her kids, you know. So make sure you have some warm blankets in your vehicle. Let's see, where are we at? Fire extinguisher. Have a small ABC type fire extinguisher if you need to put a fire out. That is something else that is required in a semi-truck. If there's any truck drivers out there, y'all know this stuff, but, you know, not everyone does, so I'm putting it out there for the people who don't. Something else is antifreeze. Have a gallon of extra antifreeze and 2 quarts of oil on hand. Another thing, okay, a roll of duct tape. How many uses is there for duct tape? But we've found a few of them out there on the road. We've had to fix, blown, you know, a line or something, a quick fix on duct tape. It has so many uses that it is on the list. And and then we have paper towels and rags. Yeah, you know, when you're traveling, there's a lot of different things that you can use paper towels and rags for. A lot of people don't realize how many uses until you don't have them. So, and then we are down here to washer fluid and de-icer. That's something I actually just grabbed yesterday that we were out of, and I need to grab some more just to keep in there. So, here where we live, we get snow, and our windows just look so terrible if we don't have it. And then pen and paper. Okay. If you're sitting there hours and hours and hours, I mean, you can write a journal of what's going on. One time I remember we was broke down in our vehicle. This was another time. And I actually put help on the piece of paper and put it in the window. And I mean, yeah, people weren't stopping had our flashers going and everything, and I wrote help on that piece of paper. So pen and paper, a multi-purpose tool. If you can have one of those, like I say, they're multi-purpose. I'm sure, you know, you could use it for quite a few different things. Seasonal gear like rain poncho, umbrella, ice scraper, and ice melt would be things that you could add, etc. And right here, I have one that I'm going to show you, and that would be an extra hat, extra gloves. How about some of these? Some hand warmers to put in those gloves. And an extra pair of socks. You can put the hand warmers in your socks even. But these are great things to have extra, because once your feet get cold, your whole body is cold. So, you know, it don't take much room to stuff the stuff in a bag and put it in your vehicle, no matter what you're driving. I mean, and a handheld GPS unit would be great to have if you could afford to get one. I have one in my Amazon wish list there that you can check out. And then, how about this one? Towing strap or chain. How many of you have had to be, got stuck and had to be pulled out before? And, but maybe you didn't have a tow strap or chain. We've actually had to take a tow strap to people before. They didn't have one. So if you have your own, you've got that one taken care of. Maybe they can pull you out if they have a four-wheel drive. Or maybe you can pull someone else out if you have one. And then sanitizer, hand sanitizer, towelettes, and small trash bags. So yeah, especially with having, you know, the virus and everything, and it's good to have this on hand. And, you know, it don't hurt to have a little bit of hand soap. I mean, say you got grease on your hands, you know, from you're working on a tire or something like that, you know, take your rags or your paper towels, you know, you can clean up some. And it's good to have a small garbage bag, even if it's a Walmart bag, you know, get one. And this, have some TP on hand, guys. I mean, have you ever been stranded on the side of the road and you had to go potty? Well, you know, you can at least maybe sneak out in the woods and do your job. So, and let's see what else we got here. And emergency car battery charger. If your battery goes dead and you can't start your vehicle, it's always good to have a battery charger on hand to get that battery charged up. Something else, solar battery charger, okay? That sounds like something I would love to have in my vehicle. And then a solar battery charger. Okay, we have emergency car battery charger and a solar battery charger. Next, try putting an extra pair, I got these down here too, an extra pair of boots in your vehicles, or shoes to keep your feet warm. You know, I mean, you can stuff those socks right in here, ready to go. Because like I say, you want to keep your feet warm, and especially if you live somewhere where it gets really cold in the winter, you know, or you're traveling through somewhere that gets cold in the winter, or snowy, you know. I mean, you'd be thankful you threw that extra pair of shoes or boots in your vehicle. Okay, the next one is going to be a cell phone charger, and you leave it in your vehicle at all times. I actually had to let my husband use the one that we keep in our vehicle at all times, so I can't show you, but y'all know what a car charger looks like. So, and okay, I went over the battery cranked weather radio. So, and then a sleeping bag, okay, is a great thing to throw into along with the blankets, you know. I mean, sleeping bags, you can roll them up, and, you know, they don't take up that much room, but boy, would it be nice if you needed one in a roadside emergency. Now it has here that a few of your own items of choice, so I jotted down a few here that I thought would be good to have in your vehicle. Some candy, some crackers, or chicken tuna pouches. I don't have any here today to show you, but you know, you can get them at the Dollar Tree even for $1. It comes with your pouch of or a little can of tuna or chicken and some crackers. Those are great for $1 to throw in your vehicle. I always had those too in our semi-truck. And other things would be maybe a small, you know, thing of peanut butter. You could put that on your crackers. You know, if you had room, throw some bread, some potted meat, or Spam. Well, this ain't Spam. It's Luncheon from the Dollar Tree. Pretty much the same thing, though. And that would come in very handy. You know, some Vienna sausages. And I didn't bring this in because I put it back out in our fifth well, but if you want to go back in my video that I was showing you, the 12-volt lunchbox oven, you know, if you can run your vehicle, those are a great thing to be able to heat up a little something with if you needed to, but definitely do not use it if you're not running your vehicle, because you'll run your battery down. Now, a lot of these people that were stranded probably couldn't run their vehicle as long as they wanted to, because some of them were running out of gas where they was sitting, you know, so they probably had to conserve on their, you know, how much they ran their, excuse me, how much they ran their vehicle, you know. You can run your vehicle, make sure you have it cracked a little bit so you don't die from carbon monoxide. That happened to a girlfriend of mine in high school. Sad story, but leave your window cracked a little bit, you know, when you're running the vehicle, and so you don't get carbon monoxide poisoning. And something else that I threw in was maybe a can or two of the Sterno heat. I remember one time years ago, me and my husband, it was Christmas Day, we were just going from one end of, it was like 10 miles from our house to his parents' house during a big snowstorm, and yeah, we got stuck on one of our dirt roads, and the tow truck couldn't even get to us. I mean, and we weren't the only ones stuck. We should have just stayed home that day, but we didn't, and we ended up having, I think, just one of our kids with us that day. My oldest decided to babysit the younger ones, and so luckily we didn't have them all, but we were stranded out there. And it was getting cold. I mean, it was really getting cold. And so we were waiting, you know, for the tow truck. They had to call in the bigger tow truck to even get out to us. So we ended up, I think we had some kind of a can in our vehicle. And my husband, I can't remember, it's been so many years ago, but he ended up, maybe he went out in the woods and grabbed some little tree branches or something. I don't even remember what it was. It might have been a coffee can, because they probably made metal coffee cans back then. I can't remember, but it was a can, and we made heat to stay warm until he got there. And my husband walked to a house that was down the road a little bit, not too far, but when you're in a storm treading snow, you know, that's coming up to your calves, it can seem a lot longer to walk, but he was able to go there and use the phone. We didn't have a cell phone back then. And so he ended up using her phone, and the sweet lady had a tray of cookies that she sent with him. So we were starting to get a little hungry, but it was, I don't know, out there probably 3 or 4 hours. So you've heard of a couple of our being in a pickle situation and not being prepared. So live and learn. Don't live and learn like I had to. Just try to, you know, if you can't do all these items, you know, maybe you can do some of them. And if you can get your hands on this list and, you know, maybe print it off like I did on, you know, some things that you need. You know, like I say, it's pretty handy. It's a checklist of things to build your own car emergency kit. Very useful, I thought. And, you know, let's see what else I got here that I wanted to bring up. Yeah, you know, it goes on to say the weatherman, you know, if he's promising weather and record snow and ice storms, a bug-out bag for your vehicle is something you may want to be thinking about. So, anyway, guys, let's see what else. Oh yeah, I mentioned my Amazon links. So I'm good there, and I wanted to mention my niece, her new channel, Little House in the Big Woods, up there in the mountains in Idaho, and it is beautiful. I mean, you're going to see some beautiful footage, if nothing else, okay? And she made a peach crisp yesterday. It looked delicious. And anyway, I will leave the link in my description for her channel. Go over and show her some love. She's a newbie, and she's doing a great job. So go show her some love and hit the like button. And if you like her channel, subscribe to it, because yeah, she's I don't know, is it right to call a new YouTuber a starving artist? I don't know. But anyway, she's a newbie. Go show her some love. Tell her that her Aunt Nanny sent you. So, or Nanny. That's fine. She calls me Aunt Nanny. She's such a sweet girl. So, and she's going to have a lot of different things that she's showing you on her channel. So, right now she is buried in some snow like you've never seen before. So, yeah, and there's a bunch of other good channels out there you can go visit too. So, and I'll leave a few of those in my description for you too. So, anyway, guys, yeah, go build your own little bug-out bag. And don't be in a pickle if you get stranded. Or, yeah. Anyway, guys, once again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, guys, Tulu, God bless. See you in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe and that like button and that little bell thing for notifying you every time that I bring you a video. So, until next time, guys, see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.